Part of the Platinum Trophy for Dream Drop Distance is to reach level 20 in Flick Rush, which is a fancy way of saying, hey, you need to completely 100% the entire Flick Rush minigame, which requires you to finish every Flick Rush tournament and round with a star rank. Upon first seeing this, I was like, but then thought to myself, you know, let's give this jam a chance. I was never really too fond of Flick Rush on the 3DS version of Dream Drop Distance, but honestly, I've really been enjoying this minigame on PS4, which is kinda weird considering the concept of the game hasn't changed at all. Regardless, I knew this would be something that I would have to go through in order to get that juicy trophy. Now, I know a lot of people fear Flick Rush or just simply can't be bothered with it, however today I'm going to make your life a tad bit easier by showing you the Dream Team setup. This is a really good Dream Eater setup and strategy to just blast through each tournament to achieve the highest performance rank, so let's take a look. The key to this strategy is having 2 Dream Eaters with the Mega Flare ability and 1 with the Elixir ability. Now these abilities are known as defensive abilities, and you can easily view each Dream Eater's defensive ability in the Change Party menu just before you enter a tournament. They are the abilities highlighted in pink. Now there's really no best Dream Eater setup to use here, just as long as you have 2 with Mega Flare and 1 with Elixir. In my case, I've been using Tubquin Ace and Yogi Ram for Mega Flare, as well as Katanuki for Elixir. However, there are many Dream Eaters out there that have the Mega Flare and Elixir abilities. Now I think it would be wise to explain how defensive abilities work, as you're going to be using them a lot. In Flick Rush, you simply press X to draw an ability card. However, you can also press square to draw cards too. The difference being is that if you press square, you will have blue numbers displayed on your screen instead of orange. Orange represents damage and blue represents defense. Just like damage, defense works the exact same way. If you have a high number value, the enemy won't be able to attack you until they draw a higher number or when your defense ends. If you successfully get the enemy to attack you with your defense number being higher, you will then receive your special defense ability, which in this case is Mega Flare. So let's look at the strategy itself, and that's to stay on the defense about 80% of the time. The goal here is to pump your defense to a high value to ensure that the enemy will attack you so that you can then activate Mega Flare. The really good thing about Mega Flare is that it damages the entire enemy team, and the damage is pretty decent, especially towards the enemy that is currently on the field. Make sure to wait for the enemy to start drawing its attack value, and then quickly stack up your defense value just before it attacks. Now the defense abilities are cards of their own, which means they too also have values. However, they will always be ×2. So for example, once you successfully defend, you will draw the defense ability into your deck. And it might be a 5, but it will be ×2, which really means it's a 10. This does mean, however, that the enemy can counter your defense ability if they draw a higher value, so it's good to stack other cards on top of your Mega Flare in order to get a higher value. If you're quick enough to select the Mega Flare ability as soon as it's available to draw, the Mega Flare value will actually stack on top of your current defense value, which is definitely advised if you can pull it off fast enough. Now you might be thinking, what exactly are the elixirs used for? Just like attacking, defending will spin your cards. The order here is to first of all pull out a Dream Eater that has Mega Flare. Once you've used all of their cards, switch over to the next Dream Eater that also has Mega Flare. Once all of their cards are depleted, switch over to the Dream Eater that has Elixir. Now, once again, Elixir is a defense ability, so in order to activate it, you will need to successfully defend. Once you have Elixir, make sure to pop it, and this will restore a small amount of health to your party, as well as restoring all of your cards for your Dream Eaters. Once you've done that, simply switch back to the Dream Eater that has Mega Flare and just rinse and repeat. This is the method I use to 100% Flick Rush, which is necessary in order to reach level 20. You must get those star ranks. Another thing to keep in mind to achieve the star ranks is to try and keep as much health on your Dream Eaters as you can. Now, you'll notice I said stay on the defense about 80% of the time at the start of the video. Defending won't always be successful, and sometimes even the enemies will defend as well, especially looking towards the tournaments that have a higher difficulty rating. If this is the case, it's best to stack up on attack and to break their defense. Also, if the enemy is on pretty low HP, you may as well just pop a few attack cards. For the most part, using this method will easily win you all of the Flick Rush tournaments with star rank. The only tournament I had a bit of trouble on was the Secret Cup, especially looking towards round 2 of that cup. It was a bit of a doozy. But all around, this strategy got me through Flick Rush fairly fast, so I hope this helps out a bit. However guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. It'd be super cool if you guys could leave a like on this video. Stuff like that is always appreciated. And until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.